How many of you today are ready to learn the law of buying? If you are, say aye. Aye. All right, I'm going to go over this real quickly here today as we move forward. First thing that we've got to be aware of when it comes to the law of buying is simply this. The law of buying, people buy into the leader, then they buy into the vision. Follow me on this and see if this doesn't make sense. People don't at first follow worthy causes. Keep in mind, okay? They follow worthy leaders who promote, guess what? Worthy causes that they believe in. Did you guys catch that? That's the magic, okay? People buy into the leader first, then they buy into the leader's vision. So as you're building your, as you're building your team and as you're building your distribution network, keep in mind that you got to get people to buy into you first. And the best way to do that is to get your heart in the right place and know why you're doing this business. We're going to train on that next second. But as we move forward, I want you to keep in mind, when you look at the law of buy-in, here's how it works. Here's, guess what? How it works. First thing is if they don't buy into the leader, and they don't buy into the leader, they don't buy into the vision, the result, they get another leader. If they don't buy into the leader, but they buy into the vision, they get another leader. If they buy into the leader and they don't buy into the vision, they get another vision. When they buy into the vision and they buy into the leader, okay, they get behind the leader. Did you guys catch how that just worked? Okay, some of you looked a little bit perplexed. You've got to have a vision. That's obvious. Okay, you have to be able to see things right now that don't exist that you want to see become a reality. Everybody agrees, nobody disagrees, yes or yes? When you sign somebody up in your organization or you're working with somebody, you visualize them and you have a vision for them becoming successful, yes or yes? So you got to be able to have that vision, but you've also got to get them to buy into you. And I'm going to talk a little about how to do that as we move forward. So obviously by now, you can see clearly the law of buying is something that you really want to learn. This is for your notes right here. The leader finds the dream and then finds the people. Okay, we know that. The people find the leader and then they find the dream. That's powerful. Keep in mind, that's how the law of buying works. The law of buying works like that, exactly like I just said. They buy into the dream, they buy into the leader, okay, and once they buy into the leader, then they get behind and they get excited about the dream, okay? But you've got to first understand, it's not about the message that you're promoting, it's about the person that you are. Did you guys catch that one? Keep in mind what I just shared with you because it's powerful. People don't first follow worthy causes. They follow, obviously, as you guys know, worthy leaders who promote worthy causes. People don't buy into it. So we got to keep in mind that people are going to buy into the vision, okay, once they buy into the leader. Let's move forward and let's get into this a little bit, okay? As we move forward, keep in mind, as a leader, okay, as a leader, keep in mind, right now, you're a leader, okay? Now, as a leader, having a great vision and a worthy cause is not enough. Keep in mind, not enough to get people to follow you. Just because, guess what? You have a great vision or you have a worthy cause, okay, that's not enough. That's not enough to get people to follow you, okay? You have to become a better leader. You have to become a better what? Leader. You got to become a better leader. You must get people to buy into you, okay? That is the price you have to pay if you want your vision to have a chance of becoming a reality. That's powerful. That's powerful. Okay, watch this. You cannot ignore the law of buying and remain successful as a leader. Let's move forward. Let's talk about how this works. Okay, here's what you want to keep in mind when you're looking at the law of buying. When leaders show the way, okay, with their actions, they will receive buy-in. And their followers copy their good example and succeed. So you got to set the tone, you got to set the tempo, you got to set the pace, guess what, for you and your organization. How do you do that? Guess what? By being that leader. Be the person that you want to attract. Let's look at what we're talking about. Here's what we need to know. Leaders that live by the law of buy-in are both highly visionary, keep that in mind, and practical, and highly practical. So you got to have that vision. Watch this, okay? Their vision helps them see beyond the immediate. They can envision what's coming and what must be done. Leaders possess an understanding of how. This is what they understand, okay? Number one, here's what leaders understand, okay? Mission provides purpose. Mission provides what? Purpose, okay? Answering the question why. You've got to know why we're doing it, right? What's the purpose behind the mission? Do you guys catch that? That's the why, man, the why. Why? Why do we want to do it? What's the purpose? What's the purpose of making it happen, right? The vision of helping somebody become a success, somebody becoming a powerful, influential leader. Why do we want to do that? You've got to help people discover their what? Whys, okay? Number two, okay, vision provides a picture, answering the question what, okay? What's it going to look like? Pay attention right now because I can see about 3 of you aren't getting this, okay? I don't want to point you out because I don't want to embarrass you, but follow me on this, guys. You've got to know why you're doing what you're doing. Why are you doing? A lot of people know what, but they don't know why. When you ask people what they want, you've got to find out why they want it. Why do you want the what you want, right? And then number 3 is strategy provides a plan. Okay? Strategy provides a plan. Answering the question how. What, why, and how are essential to making a vision become a reality. As we move forward, keep in mind, okay, I like the fact, and we talked about this earlier as we were setting up, Hans Frenzel. A lot of people don't recognize that, but she's actually an author. Observe, leaders are paid to be dreamers. Did you catch that one? I hope you caught that one, okay? The higher you go as a leader in leadership, the more you have to work, how more of your work is on the future, okay? So it's about the future. So you've got to recognize that it's about, you've got to be able to cast that vision. Now let's talk about how do you get buy-in, okay? Here's the bottom line in leadership. This is very powerful. The bottom line, ladies and gentlemen, keep this in mind. The bottom line, guess what, in leadership, isn't how far we advance ourselves, but how far do we advance others. Did you catch that? I hope you understand what I just said. That's powerful, okay? Now, how do we do it? The only way to receive 100% buy-in, how much percentage? 100% buy-in is by adding value and changing people's lives, okay? 4 guidelines for adding value to others. Number 1 is how you get buy-in, okay? Number 1, truly value others. Truly value others, okay? Effective leaders go beyond not harming others. They intentionally help others. They must value people and demonstrate that they care in such a way that their followers know it. So you got to show it. You got to let people know it by, guess what, showing it. That you really value other people. That you care about them. As we move forward, keep in mind how you get buy-in. Okay, make yourself more valuable to others. That's powerful. Make yourself more valuable to others. The more intentionally, okay, the more intentionally you have been in a growing personally, okay, that you've been in growing personally, the more you will have to offer your followers. So if you're personally growing, you're intentionally growing yourself. Let's say that there was the leadership course you qualified for, you went to, and you grew yourself. Let's just say that happened. Do you guys see that? After this is over, let's say there's audio laws that you get on audio. Let's imagine that you put it in your car and you listen to it consistently because you care about, obviously, the people that you're leading. That's why you do it. Why go for the personal growth and development? Why become more effective? Why? Because obviously skills makes labor more valuable, but guess what? The people that are following you, they've got to know that, guess what? You're committed to personal growth and development no matter what. Watch number 3. This is powerful. Keep in mind, number 3 is this. Know and relate to what others value. You've got to know and relate to what others value. This can only come by listening to your people's stories. You got to listen to their stories. You got to listen to their hopes and dreams, okay? Learn what is valuable to them, okay? And then lead based on what you've learned. Did you catch that? You've got to, guess what? Find out what motivates them, what drives them, what's the driving force behind them. Once we know what motivates people, then we can motivate people. Watch number 4. I think you'll like this one, okay? Do things that create lasting values. Oh, my God. To create lasting value, okay, it is not only treating people with respect, but also, keep this in mind, it's also to actively reach out to them and to serve them. See, when you have that servant heart, people get fired up. So how do we serve people? Okay? This is the most important thing. You give yourself a checkup from the neck up. I like that. I'm glad I said that. You want to give yourself a checkup from the neck up. How do we do that? The attitude, I like that word. The attitude of the leader affects the atmosphere of everyone around them. Keep that in mind, okay? It's your attitude that sets the tone, okay? If you desire to achieve buy-in, the only way, not, you know what, a solid way, but the only way, okay, to do that is by adding value by serving others. For your notes, adding value by what? Serving others, okay? And by doing so, you will become a better leader, okay? At the same time, for your notes, your people will achieve more. Look at that. The people will achieve more, develop more loyalty, and have a better time getting things done than you ever thought possible. That's powerful. That's powerful. So we have to have that right attitude, that right mindset, and our heart's got to be in the right place. It's the 6 inches in between your 2 ears, and the 6 inches between this bone and this bone. We got to have the right heart, okay? Let's watch how this works. This, I think you'll like. One of my favorite things is this. Eleanor Roosevelt, phenomenal, talk about leader, okay? A good leader inspires people to have confidence in the leader, okay? A good leader inspires people to have confidence in the leader. A great leader inspires people to have confidence in themselves. Zing. That is the law of buy-in. How many of you have a better understanding of the law of buy-in? If you do, say aye.